Hey YouTube, Test one here. Got another figure to share with you guys. It's from Damtoys. It's not the Damtoys you're thinking I've got here, like for instance the Mike Tyson lookalike gangster, but they've gone towards more licensed stuff, and this is the one that they decided to make. It's licensed, obviously, Assassin's Creed licensing. The Black Flag, it's the pirate style character. Edward Kenway. It's a good game. I haven't finished it yet, but I definitely am enjoying the game. That's the outer box. Didn't come with a shipper, no shipper. That's the inner box. Let's get this baby out of the box and show you what it's about. Right, I have pretty much unloaded everything out of the clamshells and just started up my little rotating machine here just to show you this very cool figure as it is straight out of the packaging. Definitely glad I picked up one of the Assassin's Creed dudes because it's very popular game, and to me this guy is a standout figure for me, so very happy indeed. This guy is like kitted out big time. He's got all the belts and pouches and leather in the right places that you want to have in this collectible figure. The hoodie is just a little bit of wiring in the front of it, but not at the back, so you have to fiddle around a bit, but it does shape very well over the head. Flick the bonnet back just to reveal the very cool sculpt. A little bit different to the actual gaming character, but you know, I'm happy with what they've done. I like the styling of their hair. It's very flat, close to the head. Plenty of detail in the face. Scars in the right place. Sculpting is very cool. Very much like the face. Plenty of detail, just like in the photographs. Nothing's changed. So Damtoys have really done a really good job of the face. All the clothing that he's wearing is super fine, and it's not bulking in any way. The vest, he's got a number of layers there. He's got the shirt, the outer blue costume on the outside of the shirt, and then you have the frill on the sleeves is fantastic. The leather on his elbows that go up his arm, the protective layers of leather he's wearing, shoulder pads, armour on it, leather sort of style armour on his arms, his blades. I haven't figured out how to, I haven't looked at the instructions, so I don't really know how to get those blades out, but I do see a channel here. The blade out. It's super thin. Be very careful handling this, and it is quite sharp on the end, but it looks like that little guide that's on the blade is meant to go into this channel here, slide up and down in there, so I haven't figured out how that's going to be done. I'm not sure if it's fed up from the top or pushed in from the bottom, but I'll work it out later. The leathering that holds the muskets is very good. The leather belting all over his body is well placed, and even has two pouches for holding two of the muskets. And I'm assuming these little areas here on the side here are for the holding the swords. He doesn't have any sheaths for the swords, so they just slide in, I assume, just straight into there. These little belt areas here, which is crazy. I wouldn't like to be running with two swords hanging down my sides, sharp swords. Potential for injury there. The sash, very cool, well placed around the body. These are non-wired. I don't think they're... Oh yeah, there's some wire in there to shape some of the clothing. Everything's weathered. Articulation is in the ankle, so there's two separate sections to these boots. Double jointed in the legs. Single, I think it might, I'm not sure if it's double jointed, but bends quite well in the arm area. So that's the full bend on the arm, as far as I can go with the arm. Has all the bells and whistles, everything that you need on an Assassin's Creed figure. Damtoys have done a very good job of making this. Quality in every way. Nothing is die cast, there is no die cast. So if you think the swords that are, they're not, they're plastic, so it doesn't matter. So yeah, all round, very cool figure. So what I want to do is show you what else it comes with. It comes with this little sort of like a cross between a cape and a yeah, it's just a semi coat, I suppose you'd call it. It's very yeah, protects the shoulders or keeps the shoulders warm, I suppose. I'm not too sure what the purpose of this is, but anyway, this is his well tailored semi coat. I'm not too sure of the name of these things, but yeah, it's very well made, and it does look like leather. The life of this, I'm not too sure how good the life will be. I wouldn't recommend putting any sort of chemicals on these, because you could be doing more harm than good. I do not put any chemicals, I do not spray anything on these figures, and I have never had any problems with my outfits, my leather coats, my Terminator coats, the leather jackets. They're all good. It's just the condition. Keep them in a cool place, and do not put anything on them, because you can do that at your own risk. I do not use chemicals or any sort of leather treatments, because they're not leather, it's plastic, on any of this stuff. So everyone's different, but I'm just telling you what I do. Here's your hands out of the package. So you've got shooters, your fists, open hands, relaxed hands, and then that sort of, I suppose you'd say, semi-relaxed hands, I think. Semi-relaxed hands. Yeah. And then we have the swords. Like I said, it's not dot cast. They're very nice swords. Very, very nice swords. A shame they're not die cast. I really would have liked these swords. I've got a thing about die cast swords, and yeah, I just love. And it's 3-0 do it, and Hot Toys have started doing it. A lot of other, even the unlicensed figures that I have, they have metal weapons. So anyway, give you a close-up of the detail in this sword. Flip it over. And this one here, I suppose that, I'm not sure how his hand goes in there, but I'll figure it out somehow. It's quite close to the handle, that part. But anyway, and then the flint guns, or muskets, or whatever you want to call them, pirates' guns. So you got, looks like they're there's two, possibly these two are the same, and then which are very detailed. Shame again, they're not. There's not some sort of metal on them. Would have been good. And these two flint guns or muskets, these ones are different. Two different ones there. So you got two of the same, and then individual guns here. So yeah, so you got plenty of arsenal there. And he's of course his blades, which I haven't figured out how to pop them out, but yeah, not too sure. I've got it. I think there might be a booklet, but I think I've dropped it when I've opened it in the other lounge room. So that's cool. I'll work it out. So what I want to do now is put all the goodies on him. Yeah, kit him out as much as I can, because I like to use as much stuff as I can without having to put anything back in the box. The only thing I probably will have to put, I did notice there was no spare pegs too, so you might want to be careful not to break those pegs, but I think they're pretty much similar to Hot Toys figures pegs as well. So so yeah, put all this stuff on and show him displayed with all his arsenal. Got his guns in his hands. The right arm didn't want to pose as good as I wanted. Yeah, wanted to get it up a little higher, but it's not going to work for me. There's a bit of a restriction in the clothing getting him to pose like that, so that's okay with me. I'm alright with that. That sword does not want to face down. It's been tipping up on me all the time, so that's a pain in the bum. I wish it was metal. So there, you have him with his flint guns. Now I'll put the swords in his other hands. By the looks of it, these hands that he came with may be the sword hands, holding hands. So yeah, I'll put them on, see if I can get the swords in there. Got the swords in. The hands that he comes with are the sword hands, so yeah, easy to put on the swords. There was no problem there. That little hand protecting part, that's very flexible, that just sort of spread over the top of his hand, no problem at all. This cape here is just, this should have been some sort of lace set up to tie it on with, or because it's just not sitting on his shoulders. The problem is being that how much collar and all this leather stuff that's going on around there, there's no wire in there, and it's wanting to stay open because it's so thick, but the wire is only through the bottom sheet here, or bottom layer here. There's wire going through there and it splits, and then there's another wire going through on the other side, but that's the only wire, and it's not wanting to go on his shoulders, it's just wanting to fall off all the time. So I'm definitely have to either put a chain through it, or a black chain, or a bit of thin leather to secure it on, because there's no way it's going to sit on his shoulders. So I'll give it one more go, but it's becoming a freaking pain in the ass. This is pretty much how I may be putting him in the display cabinet, just with his swords in his hands, just down there by his side. It's a cool pose, nothing too over the top. The outfit's pretty cool. I just like everything on him actually. It's just It's just a brilliant figure for a gaming figure. So all your Assassin's Creed's game players and collectors, you're gonna love these line of figures that are coming out. Brilliant. So overall, yes, I am just glad I purchased it, and yeah, if like I said, I wouldn't muck around. I think they will go off the shelves pretty quick, especially if you're a Assassin's Creed gamer. You would definitely like to have one of these figures in your collection. Hope you enjoyed my video. Just one out. Catch ya.